How you doing, my dear students? I hope you're doing great. Welcome to this lecture here. You're going to have a lot of fun and you're going to learn a lot. Now, on the last lecture, we have created a user model, right? So we have created this model. How do we use it? Well, we said that controllers actually have the middleman, right? Controllers communicate with the model and the views. Right now, in this home.php controller right here, in this home controller, we are actually communicating with the view. Let's create a custom controller to communicate specifically with this user underscore model.php file, right? Or this user model class. So let's go to controller and click new file. All right. I'm going to save this file. I'm going to name it users.php. Save. Let's open some PHP tags. I'm going to my controllers. I'm going to copy from the home controller all that code. I'm going to paste it in here. Make sure I have my bracket, my ending bracket there for the class. And I'm going to delete this home text. I'm going to replace it with users. Make sure that your name of this class is the same name that you got right here. All right? All right, perfect. So now we want to communicate with that user model file. So how we do that? Well, let's create a method, public function, and let's just call this show. There we go. Remember that the show method here, all right, will display in the browser like this. This is how we're going to get to it. Index.php / the model, the controller, I'm sorry, and then the method inside that controller. All right. So now this show needs to communicate with that user model, right? We're going to be using it here in this method, so we need to load it here. So this is how we do it manually. I'm going to show you two ways. First way is how to do it manually, the way we are going to be doing it right now. And then next, after that, I'm going to show you how to do it by the moment that you start your application. So manually goes like this. Always use this keyword here to refer to its class, to this class methods, just like we do in regular OOP. This load, similar to the view, but instead is going to say model. That's going to be the function that's going to be displaying the model. And then here we put the name of that file, user underscore model. Beautiful, right? That's how we load it up. All right. Now, in order for us to use it, it's super simple. But first we have to have some type of function here to use it, right? So let's go to the user underscore model and let's write a function that's going to communicate with our database, right? So we're going to say something like public function. I'm going to call this display underscore users. Or you know what? Get users. All right. There we go. And now here is where we're going to be writing our query that's going to communicate with the database. So as you can see, the model here, the model has methods that are going to communicate with our database, straight to our database. Here in the controller is where we load it up, and then we use that function right here. So we use that function like this. This is how we can get those results back here. So we would say something like this: this user model right here, like this, right? And then once we get that, then we type in the name of that like this, and we can use it. All right, we can return values from it. All right, or you can just not return values from it, right? And just call the function straight. And we can just put something like this, assign it to a variable here. It says result, for example. Excuse me. All right. So hopefully you can see how this works. On the next lecture, we're going to write our first query, all right, using the MVC, CodeIgniter's MVC syntax, all right, to communicate with our database. So you're going to be learning a lot of CodeIgniter syntax, and that's going to be next. Thank you so much. Hopefully you are understanding how this works. I'm trying to be as thorough as possible. All right. See you in the next lecture. Bye-bye.